What's up, everybody? Patrick LaRouche here with Evolve Restorative Therapy. You can find me at livepainfreeprocess.com. I help people eliminate pain all through self-care, all through the basics of healing. It's all about the basics, folks, because once you got that, things become that much easier. Today, what we're going to be focusing on is our pain relief tip for the week is time management. Time management is going to be huge. And we all know time management is huge, and we know that we need to have better time management. What I want to focus on is not how to have time management, is just to recognize what the hell is filling up our day. That's it. So that's all we're going to focus on today. Is that we can go through so many different things, but why does that help me eliminate pain? Because once you realize how much stuff you're doing and you're cramming in, two things will happen. One, you'll say, holy crap, why, oh why am I putting up with all this stuff? Number one. And two, you're going to realize, no wonder I'm falling apart. No wonder I feel like crap. No wonder I'm exhausted at the end of the day. You need to understand what's on your plate at any given moment. And you realize that your brain is going to try to accomplish all those with a very little amount of energy the conscious brain actually puts out. So you have to recognize this. Number one, start seeing and tracking what's happening in your day, which means, all right, get a schedule out for 1 week. Write down one of those schedulers that have the times, like starts at 7, 7:30, 8:30, and write it all out, right? You see those things and they come in blanks forms. You could get them from Staples, or you could just make your own on a loose leaf paper, and then say 7 a.m. I got out of bed. 7:30 I was in the shower, and write down everything. When you ate, what were you doing while you eating? If you're trying to multitask, all these different things, write it all out. And then you're gonna get a snapshot of that day. You're gonna do that for a good 7 days straight. The more data you get, the more understanding you'll have. And then you're gonna start noticing some people say, my day is always random. It's never, ever random, ever. We are creatures of habit. Whether we say we are not, we can try to say that all we want. We are creatures of habit. So we're gonna go through ebbs and flows of how we work our day, right? So what I want you to do is take a look at that. That's step number one. Take a look and write it all out. Then number two, see what's the priority in all that stuff. Like, what is going on there? Number three is, when can I fit in 10 to 20 minutes of self-care? So, number one, write down everything that's happening throughout your day for 7 days. Then, number two, see what's priorities, like in my kids' stuff, this, and then you can do all these different things, like putting them, prioritizing them per day. Like, all right, I'm gonna bunch all my kids' stuff on my day off on Thursdays. I'm gonna do this on this time, and you can do all that because that's great, but that's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on the aspect of just getting a recognition of what's filling your time. And then on the trail end, number three, I want you to put in something for self-care, which brings me right back to the beginning of the year. We have to start looking at ourselves, put ourselves as number one, and start doing more things for us and noticing I matter. So you are number one. Figure out what is going on and put something in there in that self-care thing that says, you know what? I am number one. What can I do to recharge my battery? That's huge in the whole world of self-care and getting your body to heal. The more times you're out of fight or flight and you're doing something for yourself, it's not selfish. It's not. Doing something for yourself is only gonna prolong your life. So it's not selfish. Don't think you're hurting anyone unless you're doing it on purpose. Then that's a whole different story. But as long as you're doing it for you and you're recharging yourself, not at the cost of anybody else, then it's fine. Don't try to get your mind saying, oh, but I'm going to be so selfish. I see this a lot with parents. I should be doing more things for my kids, things like that. But you have to realize you are number one. That's it. New Year's resolution is what we talked about before, and we solely talked about seeing what is going on within you. Now, we're going to feed off of that. We're going to say, you know what? Now, I want you to do something for yourself. But in order to do that, you have to recognize, timeline it back, what is filling my days? 7 days a week, this is what's happening. I can fit in 10 minutes, 20 minutes of sitting still and being calm and looking at what's going on in my head. I can, number two, what you can do is I can do sit down and just breathing. Or I can go for a walk. Or I can sit down and watch TV and veg out. I know it's not the greatest thing in the world, but if that makes you happy, that makes you happy. Or I can actually sit down and eat something on a plate where I can actually digest and calm. But you need, in order for you to do all that, you need to recognize what's in your day. So that's what I want you guys to focus on. It's not all the minutia of time management. It's what is filling your day. That's it. Folks, if you loved it, share it. Please, I love it. And I have an abundance of questions, but please keep them coming. I love them. I love them. I love them. If you guys need anything, give me an email. I'm always here. And until next time, bye.